Hello, welcome to Eco Tarot. This is Kensley, the Eco Tarotist, and thank you for coming to my channel today. Today I'm doing the polarities, and this reading's on Virgo and Pisces. They are polar opposites in the on the wheel of all of the signs, and I thought it was fascinating to do a reading like this because you know, we so often find ourselves thinking something is completely opposite when in fact they have the it's just two patterns of consciousness, and they end up sharing similar values and understanding each other more than what they originally thought. And this is Virgo and Pisces. They help each other understand the shadows and gifts of each other. And ultimately, Virgo and Pisces, they are connected by service, aid, meaningful service to others. And while Virgo has shows service through the physical and material world, they take care of material day-to-day functions of the body. Pisces is all about service from a spiritual and emotional side of things. They take care of the universal spiritual indwelling and essence. And so, but they both share this tireless compassion and sensitivity. They're people pleasers, and they're often both self-critical, just in different ways, where Virgo is more you know, structured and perfectionist and very ritualistic. And Pisces is, you know, watery and just emotional and so I think it's interesting because Virgo can teach Pisces not to give so much to a detriment, and Pisces can teach Virgo to consider other feelings in their pursuit. So anyways, I've done various different types of, I just went with the cards for all of these readings. And so I don't know which one is going to come out as Virgo or Pisces yet, but I've already pulled all the cards because it takes me forever to pull. But one side of the duality of this unit got the whale spirit and wombat spirit. Trust the great mystery and be at home. And the other side of this duality is turtle spirit and dragonfly spirit. Slow and steady wins the race, and truth transcends illusion. So I'm going to go into this reading here with the whale spirit and the wombat spirit. And I mean, whale, trust the great mystery. To me, man, this reeks of Pisces. But I'm almost wondering if this is the Virgo side of things, because it's telling Virgo to trust and not to be so materially rigid, and to be to help have that authenticity. I think this is a card of authenticity, of be at home in your own skin. And if you can't be, you know, completely, you're unabashedly yourself, then you're never going to get to where you need to be. And so this side of the reading has the Fool from behind the reverse, the Ten of Cups from the reverse, and the Five of Swords from the reverse, from the vice versa tarot. And accompanying that is the Crossroads, the Fish, and the Tower from the Lenormand deck, which is my own cartoon drawn deck. But I love it. It's very connected to me. And so straight off the bat, this side of the duality, I think I'm wondering if this is Virgo, because of the whale requesting to not be so rigid. There's a crossroads and a new beginning for Virgo. There may be a stalemate, but you know you need to take a leap of faith, and I think you're hesitating. And that leap of faith involves the Ten of Cups. Now, it's not the forward card, it's the reverse card, which has Venus in the sky, a lotus, at night with the Ten of Cups, and it's looking out that it's spiritually guided, and it's something that, you know, even at night, it's even more beautiful to find yourselves in awe of such spirituality. And fish is finances, business, wealth, value, gain, abundance. I don't know, maybe this is the Pisces. There's fish, there's whale, there's the ocean. And so I think, you know, Ten of Cups is just the ultimate happiness. But Ten of Cups from reverse is understanding that it is divine happiness. And that there's an abundance associated. And that there's this fish, and I think it's emotional abundance. Not just finances and wealth and money, which, you know, is very materialistic, very Virgo, but then it's a fish. So even though this is not tarot, I can't help but find it ironic how the fish depicts such monetary wealth when it's in fact such an emotional a creature involved in water, which is a very emotionally recognized medium. And then you have the Five of Swords from behind with the Tower. And the Five of Swords is struggle, defeat. This is ultimate, just walking away from absolute. There, you might have conquered something, but at what cost? I always thought this was at what cost was that? And you're now high and mighty in your tower, which is not the Tower of the Lenormand, the Tarot, where it's, you know, some lightning is crashing the tower, and it's not, you know, it was never stable to begin with, and so your whole identity or your whole situation is crumbling to the ground, and you have to pick yourself back up. No, Tower in the Lenormand is this ego, solitude, it's very egocentric type, loneliness, arrogance type energy. And you won, Virgo. I think this is you. I think, you know, you won, but at what cost? You live high up in your tower. You, and you're high and mighty, but at what cost? Anyways, I think this is a really interesting read. The crossroads, going back to the crossroads, you know you need to make a leap of faith, to value emotion more than material goods, to become happy, but you're stuck in this struggle in this tower of ego and authority and money. And you know you have to take, you have to take another road. And in order to do that, you have to trust with emotions, Virgo, and step into your true, authentic self. Instead of letting greed and ego affect you. Pisces. Turtle spirit, slow and steady, wins the race, and dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. I love how they've got this turquoisey green combination to both of them, and yet they're in two different, planes altogether. Sea turtle, very ancient energy, slow, obviously. And then this dragonfly, which is in, you would consider it to be an air. It flies in the air, it lands in the water, it lives in the water as a nymph, as a young dragonfly. It's kind of an in-between. And that's really fascinating that it's kind of saying to me, slow and steady. And then transitioning out of the water. Slow your roll and transition out of the water. Truth transcends illusion. You get the Four of Cups from behind, the Queen of Wands from the forward, and the King of Wands from the behind. Which is very fascinating. It is you're dealing with a divine pair match. And this is coupled with the anchor, the tree, and the ship from the Lenormand deck. And I depicted the anchor as an anchor bug. Because I'm a biologist and love animals and try to incorporate them at any moment. But Four of Cups from behind and the anchor. Wow. Got ships all over the place on this side. Anchor is stability, resilience, sometimes restraint, security, laying foundations. And you've got the Four of Cups from the reverse, which is looking out, to see that salvation lies outside. And I'll often think of this card as just look up. Just look up and you're going to see what's going to save you. But after reading the description, it's kind of like, look up and see what's passing you by. See that, yeah, you're on this island. And at first you were just looking at the cups and you're like, oh, this sucks. And then you're like, but the ship. And then it is gone. I always like to think of this, the ship is going to save you. But and maybe it's not. Maybe the ship isn't going to save you this time. Maybe it is going to pass you by, and you need to lay the foundation where on the beach, where you thought was nothing but empty promises, empty emotions. The cups are all empty, and you're apathetic about it. Bored, apathetic. Oh, that's that card. I forgot I've said that before. That's the eye roll card. And you need stability. And maybe, oh, this is interesting, this anchor. Pisces is a very watery, and maybe you need some grounding. This is a very grounding card. And not be so dreamy and thinking that, you know, you're going to be saved by some ship. And then you've got, wow, the King and Queen of Wands. One is forward, one is reversed. The King is a little more broken when these court cards come about, and it's behind, it's on the reverse. See, this is the reverse. This is the King, the reverse. It's more, I kind of like the reverse more. They're badass, but they're war torn. Badass. They're not so confident like they initially appear to be. So the Queen of Wands is coupled with the tree from the Lenormands, and this is growth, health, grounded, extended family, very nurturing nature. I mean, just look at both of these. She's in the nature, the trees are all around her. There's a health element to that. You know, she's healthy and he's not. Or this energy is not. And this ship is departure, travel, exploration. And that's the ship that's passing by. And what Pisces needs to do is to ground themselves, anchor, and let the counterpart go. Do their thing. Let them go to let them go. Ground yourself on the beach. Make that apathy, that boredom, something solid. Four of Cups is usually not seeing the gifts that you've been given. And so maybe you need to see the gifts that you've been given. Oh, she's such a sweetheart. This is Greya, named by my children. Professor Greya, and who's been all completely over this spread. Honey. Oh. I know. Okay, I'll try to work around her because she's so cute. But let me see what these cards are. And so I don't know if I believe now this is coming up out of the water and into the air. I think this is truth transcends illusion. I think the illusion, to be honest, if this is what I feel, is that the illusion is that you feel like this is still something that is it's not necessarily not worth saving, but that it's supposed to be saved. Not, you know, the success of a relationship is not defined by if you stay together for 20 years. Every relationship ends, whether it's by someone's doing or death, but every relationship ends. And to define a successful relationship, you know, what if it was a success and you worked together and it was magical and amazing and it just was for 5 years? And you embraced that time, and you had a really great run at it. Don't, what is Barbara Kingsolver? She quoted something in Prodigal Summer about relationships are often, oh man, I can't remember, but she said something like, you start at the bad end of it all and work your way back, instead of acknowledging how beautiful it was the whole time until the ending. Everyone wants to call it a horrible marriage when it's not. It wasn't a horrible marriage the whole time, that you were really happy. But when it's time to go, you need to let them go and let them pass. Let it go. And instead ground yourself into the earth. Grow this growth, this tree, be grounded, and lay your foundations in this root, in these gorgeous roots. And she's barefoot and she's closing her eyes, and she sees, and she's owning this connection to nature and to the groundedness of it all, even though she's this fire queen. I love it. It's very it's a very passionate yet grounded experience. And this is a very interesting concept for Pisces, because you're very watery, you're very emotional and spiritual and up in the ethereal ways. And so Virgo is grounded. Virgo is in the material world and has foundations and wants you to let your partner, your counterpart move forward. This guy's got to go. Got to GTG. On the way. Because he's not confident and he's broken. And when you finally, the illusion was that you're perfect and you're happy and marriage is wonderful and it's the best thing ever, and let's post our amazing smiling photos on Instagram. That's the illusion. The truth is that no, that man's beat down and broken. And yeah, I don't even know if I want to clarify anything. I do think this is interesting how they both learn from each other. Virgo learns to use your emotions more, be in the emotive body, and not so high in the ego and in the monetary value of things, and to take that leap of faith even though you don't want to. What is the leap of faith that where is the leap of faith going to take Virgo? Page of Wands, Page of Cups, Five of Wands. Competition between and two children. Competition and two children. Competition between two children. Wow. That was not where I was thinking this. Of course you don't want to go. Of course you're at the crossroads. Because you know, one of the avenues is taking care of these competing entities. I mean, this struggle and this competition and fighting over children, for children, choosing family over finance and power. That's what this is. Wow. That's the crossroads here. Choosing family. That's a struggle over choosing family versus power and struggle and ego and money and your job. Wow, because there's no pentacles here at all. So it's weird that it's ending up being, but it is. And you know where real happiness lies. It's being authentic with your family. It's being authentic with your 2 pages. In the end, what do they say? What do the nurses in palliative care say? The regrets of the dying. Not one of them mentions that they wish they made more money or that they became more powerful. They regretted not maintaining the relationships that they had, keeping them up, they wish that they were more authentic in their true self. If they wish they lived to what was true to them. Wow. Becoming authentic and maintaining relationships and emotion and embracing emotions is what Virgo needs to do. And Pisces needs to let go and ground themselves. Anyways, I thought, wow, that's really cool. I hope you guys have a great week, and it's good to be back. I hope I can do some more readings soon. And yeah, take care. Thanks.